Isn't that how to? Can we examine the omnibus ourselves? Wait. No.
Yes, Susanto,
Yes,
you
we
can
can.
examine the omnibus. It's possible. There was a child in there, all curled up in a ball, hiding her wee self away.
You
Why
really-
did I read that?
I don't
know why I read that.
You really like to hear yourself talk. Or,
Objection!
look, even I don't know. Oh, the leg, hi!
What the?
Hello, sir.
Why?
Leg!
Because he can.
Why?
Leg!
Because his legs are very long.
The sole of his shoe is taking up more real estate than his face.
Because that's how perspective works.
Oh my god.
Hello, everybody. KVTV on the Sun, and welcome back to the third episode case. Third case. I'm gonna keep doing that by accident. We're on the third case.
The third case, episode.
Something. We're in the 20s, as far as I know. We're almost in the 30s. Anyway, we are here to talk to Gina.
Welcome to somewhere, sometime, in some place,
Over the
in
rainbow.
some attorney.
Yes, there we go. We have just listened to Gina's testimony, so we're in the middle of pressing her testimony, which, as far as I remember, we have to press everything. So we're just gonna do that then. So have fun, Lois. You're gonna be talking like her for a bit. As
Amazing.
I accidentally do that, that's not cool. There we go.
Hold it!
So you were already in the omnibus before it even set off on its run.
Well, yeah. I mean, what's the point of spending a Joey to make a feel Bob, eh? That's a rum idea, ain't it? Isn't that right, Yuug?
That's what I was thinking too. I was like, yep, just one Joy Wheeler. Get a bob.
Isn't that right, Yuug?
That's right, Joey.
Oh my god. I suppose she means there's no point spending money to make money. It actually makes sense.
Counsel,
You can understand that.
may I remind you that this girl is a petty thief? Kindly refrain from entertaining her tenants.
He was just thinking, dude.
Everyone.
Well, that does clear up the little mysteries of the fares and all. 4 paying passengers, 5 pence apiece, making the 20 to which the cabman testified. And one little scapegrace. All right, and one little scapegrace riding for free.
We are learning so much British vocabulary.
Is
Or
he
is that Irish? So much European vocabulary. There we go.
Everyone is so cultured here.
Thingamajiggies.
The red conch of a driver always goes for some grub before his last runs, you see? So that's when I slip into the carriage and get myself hidden under the seat. Nice and easy, right?
Wait, Beppo is drunk driving?
Oh no.
I see. So this is how it's gonna go today, huh? All right. 3 voices all at once. Let's go. But your hiding place is a storage compartment, full of equipment for the coach. No.
Actually, you know what? It kind of makes up for it because you didn't have too many voices in the last 2 cases, so now you got them all.
Yeah, there's brushes and buckets and whatnot in there, sure. I always chuck all that out and cram it in a corner somewhere. You don't need it. No one ever seems to bother much. And yet, according to the report filed by the police officer who first arrived at the scene, the compartment was full of such paraphernalia. Well, I don't know nothing about that. Back me up, Yuug.
Who's Yuug?
Like I said, I moved all that stuff out so I could hide under the seat. That's all I can tell you.
Is Yuug?
Yuug is her
Pickle-
imaginary friend. It's
Is-
like Nail in Piccolo's head.
Oh, I thought it was you. I thought it was McGilden, all things considered, because they're both in cahoots right now.
It seems we've reached the end of that line of inquiry. Continue.
Hold it!
A waste
Oh,
of
yeah.
time. Why is that?
Well, most nights I'm on my own in the God permit. What the? Well, most nights I'm on my own in the God permit at least some of the time.
I beg your pardon? Did you say God permit?
Oh, good. He's confused too. I feel validated.
You know what's really funny? Oh, Actually, I think by this time the interview is already coming out. Mark, the voice actor of Naruto actually told us about Cockney rhymes. And, I'm starting to see it now in the writing with Gina. Because, you know, she speaks in Cockney, and it suddenly kind of makes sense. But I'm also sitting here like, why don't you just say what it is instead of, like, adding more words to describe a thing? I don't... Cockney language, man.
Do you
Because-
speak? Can you see me pop done?
What?
Exactly.
Oh yeah, well that's what my kind call it. You'd say the omnibus, I suppose.
See? That God's permit is the omnibus. What? You added 2 more words to describe a single thing. Why?
The point is, any
fancy.
normal run, the carriage ain't got no one in it for a while.
And that's when you come out of your hiding place and get away.
That's it. Only that night, this cove was set on me, see from the start. And he didn't budge the whole way, did he? Not 1 inch. I was totally stuck.
You mean to tell us that you were present in the carriage for the duration?
Did I stutter?
You were under the seat that entire time while events unfolded in the enclosed cabin?
Again, did I stutter? Yeah, right, mister?
To be sure. I was as shocked as anyone. You don't expect to lift the cushion you've been sat on and find the child now, do you?
Huh. So this Miss Lestrade couldn't possibly be the culprit then.
Hold it!
So you couldn't see into the cabin at all?
Not a jot. Most days I push the cushion up with me head and look out the crack. Then I can have a butcher's at who I'm gonna fiddle.
I thought you were a pickpocket, not a butcher.
Stop thinking about it, alright? Just stop thinking about it, Naruto. It's not even worth it.
I mean, I can have a look. See, I can under ain't as plush as the other ones, see?
Look, Cockney is a struggle, okay? He takes things literal.
Yeah, so you know what? This is actually working really well with that Joey Wheeler accent. It's kind of lending itself real well to all the Cockney stuff.
So most of the time, the passengers plant themselves opposite. For some reason that night, this here Irishman spent the whole journey right over me head.
And for that reason, you weren't able to push the cushion up to peek out. I see.
Truth is, I ain't too happy in small dark places. Feels too much like being thrown into clink. But it's the only way to hide in them carriages, so it's Hobson's choice.
Why doesn't she just stick to picking people's pocket in the open then? I'd say there's some reason that she's not letting on, judging from her demeanor.
So anyway, I was a bit scared, but I had to just stick it out under there. Nothing else for it.
I'm so glad I have water.
Hold it!
Just want you to know, I'm so glad I have a big cup of water with me.
When you say a loud bang, do you mean the noise of someone falling onto the floor?
Could have been, I suppose. I don't remember so well. Point is, it made me jump.
And you let out a scream, involuntarily.
That's right. And then I felt the cushion over me head get lighter all of a sudden.
Presumably when the defendant got up in order to help the victim, yes.
Or not. It could equally have been the moment the accused stood in order to stab his victim. Could it not?
Well, girl, did you see what happened at that crucial moment?
Yeah, I saw it. I pushed up the cushion and had a quick butcher's while I had the chance, didn't I? The Irishman was sitting up the bloke what I fallen on the floor on the seat opposite.
Just Mr. McCutcheon's account, of course.
I think my voice is getting lower the more I voice her.
It's a struggle.
But then, the fella suddenly turns around and looks right at me. I sunk back down again, but it was too late by then. I should never have risked looking.
Hold it!
And when Mr. McGill discovered you, he pulled you out from your hiding place.
I was scared stiff I was. He dragged me out and sat me down on the seat and all.
Next to the victim, Mr. Mason?
Yeah, the bloke had a knife in his guts. He was still bleeding. Then the carriage lurched a bit and he ended up falling onto me.
So awful.
Both me and... Oh, hands. Both me hands got covered in blood. It made me feel sick as a dog.
Both her hands covered in blood. That must be what the rooftop passengers saw. After that, I believe you talked with Mr. McGilded for a while. Is that correct?
He asked me some stuff. Wanted to know me name and what I was up to and that. Then I heard something from up above. Someone screamed. Wait,
Yeah.
Yeah?
Wait, there were two screams? No, the bang. The first one was a bang, right? Okay.
Yes, Mr. First on the roof deck, one would presume.
Well, I didn't want no one seeing my face, so I didn't look up. Then the horses were drawn up smartish, and this here Irishman says to me,
Get back under the seat. I'll see that you can get away later.
You voicing Gina while also trying to voice McGilded as Gina.
Acting.
Thank you, Captain Picard.
All 6 members of the jury have decided that the defendant was innocent.
For one brief shining moment, yes.
It's clear that they're still very unsure. If we could just find some conclusive piece of evidence among this new testimony, I'm sure we could clinch the verdict we want.
Yes, I think you're right. And I have this niggling feeling. Something's bothering me, but I just can't quite put my finger on it. Okie
Some
dokie.
word. Dingling.
Niggling.
Niggling.
Niggling. I don't.
Can't even say it.
Why?
Don't know. I was trying to say it. I was like, I get it. Anyways. Alright, so we pressed everything.
Hold on. I'm trying to push this along for now. I'm going to put a helping hand into this one just to push this along. So you couldn't see out of the cabin at all. I think this is... Okay, wait. I think this was the one that we had... I think Naruto's sister
Yeah.
or something?
I read this already.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, now.
And now he says something. All right, then.
Hello?
Excuse me.
Is something wrong, Mr. McGilded?
Oh, I do apologize. Was there something the matter, Counsel?
I'm just wondering if Miss Lestray's last comment made something occur to you, perhaps. You seem to be thinking something to yourself.
Oh, no. 'Twas nothing important.
Which means it was.
I was feeling bad for the poor lass is all.
Uh-huh.
I remember feeling desperate myself as a young lad. Shut up in the dark. 'Twas terrifying, so it was.
I see. Yeah, I'm sure we can all sympathize. I'm still scared of the dark now. Oh.
Aye, and I don't know about yourself. But I find that the darkness seems to make everything you hear seem that much louder as well. Yeah. I suppose it does. Maybe.
Miss Lestrade! Did you hear something that night? Anything? An unusual noise, perhaps?
Nah, not really. All I could hear was the Irishman snoring.
Bejabers, there's no need to tell the whole world of me foibles, you little skimp.
Bejabers?
Bejabers.
Bejabers?
Sounds like Bejabers. Dave the Barbarian. This guy's a fan of Dave the Barbarian.
Oh god, it does sound like Bejabers.
What's a pity? If only Miss Lestrade had heard something, it might have given us a vital new clue.
Yes. But that seems kind of sus that she didn't hear anything. What should we make of that last statement of hers? I don't know. I think it's a little odd she didn't hear nothing.
I mean, if we say
Well,
it's
hang on.
significant, we don't really do anything, do we?
Well, hang on. She said all she heard was him snoring. So, I guess that matches the fact that he was sleeping the whole ride.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But, I'm trying to see if there's like a contradiction that could have come from that, but it's been a while, so I don't remember.
Yeah, my only suspect of the statement is that, yeah, she heard him snoring, but I feel like she should have heard more stuff, right? Someone, like, she said she heard a thud and stuff? And a bang? I don't know. So I'm like, I feel like that just contradicted her previous statement where she said she heard a scream and a thud? You know?
Alright, then I guess it's important.
Yeah, I don't know, it seems odd. My lord. Okay, we didn't need to slam the test to do that, but okay. I believe the statement just made by the witness is profoundly important.
Profoundly important? But all she said was that she heard nothing.
That's what's bothering me too. Yes, which is the profoundly important point. I'm almost sure of it.
I am almost sure that I don't understand the inner workings of your Eastern mind, Council.
That's racist.
Nevertheless, Miss Gina Lestrade, you will supplement your formal testimony by repeating the last statement, please.
What? Supplement? What you on about? Don't give me all your fancy talk. I know what you're trying to do, but it won't work on me.
That's right. Insult the judge. Always a good move.
I got a gun. You want me to aim it at you? You want a smoke bomb in the face?
I'm pretty sure she already shot him anyway.
I'll shoot him again. I'll do it again. Watch me.
She's got a new statement for you to read.
I was straining my ears to work out what was going on, but all I could hear was snoring.
All I keep imagining is Donald Duck when he's angry and she's doing that motion at the judge right now. That's all I'm
What,
thinking.
the thing where it's like one fist out and then the other just like
Yeah.
swinging wildly and he's jumping up and down?
Yep. So
I can make Donald Duck angry noises and that's it. Not actually talk as him, just Donald Duck angry noises.
The angry noises are the easy part. It's talking that's hard.
Yeah.
God, right? Like angry noises, easy. And then my headphones fell. You know what? I deserve that. That's fine. Anyway.
So you were straining to hear what was happening the entire time, since the moment you hid yourself.
Not exactly, no.
Sorry?
Well, there was no one in the cabin to start with. I could just push the cushion up and have a butcher's to see what was what. But then when I saw this swell getting on, it got me head down so he didn't notice me.
And Mr. McGilded sat on the seat under which you were hiding, correct?
Yeah! Would you add him even?
Would... Hang on. That's really hard to say randomly.
Would you add him immediately?
Okay, alright, hang on. Hang on.
What the fuck is he
Give me a...
saying anymore?
Would you believe it? She's saying would you believe it?
Yep.
Yep.
But Adam and Eve rhymes with believe.
Yep.
So...
Cockney
You don't-
rhymes.
you don't
Cockney
say-
rhyming.
You don't say the thing you mean, you say something that sounds similar.
Yeah, would you add him and even, eh? What a mug! So then all I could do was listen.
God.
It sucked. I was waiting to jump out of there as soon as I heard him leave, see? But would he? Not likely. Even though we stopped here and there, I never heard the door open. So I just had to stay put and listen to him driving his pigs to market, snoring like an old dog he was.
I love
Thank
how
you for your insightful commentary, Mr. McGilded.
Are there any conclusions we can draw from that? I wonder.
the door didn't open.
It
Yeah.
makes my head hurt.
Cockney is a fascinating language, but also, yeah, after a while, you're just like, oh my god.
Would you add him and even?
Miss Lestrade,
No, I would not.
what you have just told the court, and the music stops, so I guess I'm right, is clearly at odds with the facts. Discord did not pick it up, but that is okay.
At odds? Are you sure, man?
Absolutely.
It seems my learned Nipponese friend is not as dull-witted as I feared.
So Van Zeeks realized it too. British rubble, 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 rubble.
Counsel, I must insist that you bolster your claim with evidence or some complicit party's name at the very least.
Yes, my lord.
I expect you to demonstrate this alleged contradiction to the court.
According to Miss Lestrade, while she was hiding in the omnibus that night, she heard nothing but the sound of Mr. McGildy's snoring. But think, Ryunosuke, think. There's something else she should have heard. Oh, we either show evidence or show a person.
We could forget it too, you know, just whatever.
Did you forget something?
I guess pull up the evidence.
Don't forget the 06!
Oh god, no. Okay, so she heard nothing but snoring.
Wait, you said the door didn't open at any point, right?
Yeah, she said she didn't even hear the door open. Which
Wait.
sounds like there was no one else in there except her, McGill did, and the dead guy.
Wait, did McGilded come into the carriage first before Thrice? Or was Thrice already in there when McGilded came in?
Yeah,
Wait, hold on, that's the real question here.
Wait, actually,
didn't
yeah, I don't...
Gilded's story, though, at least from his testimony, didn't he say that he was the only one in there when he first came on?
Yes!
And Gina
He
was
did
stuck.
say that!
And Gina was stuck under the seat the entire time, so of course that means she never saw Mortar in that case.
But he sat on her and snored, and then she said that she didn't hear anything from there, not even the door open.
Which is if we're going that
Can you
McGilded's
stuff someone through the skylights?
maybe? No, but
Dynamic entry!
Dang, Thrice Mortar is very dramatic for an old guy. This guy's 54, man. That's pretty awesome. Okay, if we're going... Alright, hold on.
We're going on the idea that he was already dead and someone stuck him through the skylights.
Oh,
Not that he
okay.
jumped in there.
Okay, well, if we're going to go by that logic, that means the door must have opened at some point, because if Mason's not in there, then, yeah, the door had to have opened.
Yes, so the point is, one of them is lying.
So we show Mason?
Yeah.
Ew. Wrong button.
We should show John H. Wilson.
No!
Very well, my lord. Allow me to elaborate. On a particular sound that Miss Lestrade could not have failed to hear on the night in question. The sound very clearly explained by the presence of the following person. Here. Yeah. I can't press enter or space. I gotta remember to press R. Why R? I don't know.
Thrice Fire Mason?
Yes, my lord. The sound that Miss Lestrade cannot have failed to hear is that the victim, Mr. Mason, boarding the omnibus. All right, we got it. Nailed it. Don't worry about it.
Rubble, 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 rubble?
Nani?
Order! Explain your reasoning, counsel.
Miss Lestrade, allow me to confirm something. You claimed earlier that you were the first person on board the omnibus. Is that correct?
Yeah, of course I was. I got on while the driver was in the pub, didn't I?
And the next person to board the omnibus was Mr. McGilded.
And it was! Not a soul was in the cabin when I climbed aboard. At least not in plain sight.
So you were, to all intents and purposes, alone in the enclosed cabin of the omnibus at that time.
Did I not just say as much? Wasn't traveling with anyone else, if that's what you mean.
Yeah, I saw him get on, remember? Through the crack under the seat cushion. He was on his own for sure.
And from what we've heard, the carriage made a number of stops after that on its onward journey. During which time, did you not hear the door opening or closing at all?
Nah, I never heard it. That's exactly what I was listening for, weren't I? Waiting for this swell to leave.
In which case, when and how did the victim end up in the carriage?
Oh, I got it. I figured it out. He's a wizard.
We know that the
I think this
victim.
man's onto something.
We know that the victim collapsed inside the enclosed cabin of the omnibus. Therefore, Miss Lestrade's statement about what she did or did not hear is at odds with the facts.
Yes, this petty thief statement was clearly flawed.
Lord Van Zeeks.
Yes, it is time for me to finally say something.
Yes, he knew. He knew all too well that there was an inconsistency in Miss Lestrade's statement. Oh no. Oh no. Rival prosecutor is laughing. That's bad.
It would seem words of thanks are in order for my learned friend.
I don't feel like I'm being thanked, but okay. What are you talking about?
You have demonstrated matters impeccably. This witness and her colorful statements are entirely unreliable. Her words are convenient untruths, nothing more.
Rubble, 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 rubble.
He's that right. Makes no sense whatsoever.
The granny's just like, I'm ready to go.
This granny is powerful.
Right? She
Link's grandmother holds too much power.
She didn't even say anything.
I didn't want to judge the dear little mite just because she has some rather naughty ways. But I must say, I can't abide liars.
Hey, but she's not on trial here. The Gilded is. And neither can I.
Mr. Foreman.
I didn't want to judge the girls because she has some less than Sunnyburst's ways.
Well, good news. You're not here to judge her.
But, well, unfortunately, we are not very well informed of how to do any of our jobs, so I must say,
I'm noticing that.
I cannot abide liars.
Are you a
Also
parrot?
He is a parrot.
I am.
He's just following the rest of the
Don't
jurors.
forget DL6.
Like, dang, this this man is just doing what everyone else does. He has like no autonomy.
Nope.
Nope, he is not.
Peer pressure is clearly what gets this man going.
Mr. Naruhodo, that's 5 jury members leaning towards guilty. Again.
Oh, give me just a moment. I need to savor this. Well, your consideration for others is refreshing, my Nipponese friend. To the considerable troubles you have spared me. Here, would you like a drink? Never mind, I don't.
Over.
Never mind, I don't care. Yes, very refreshing.
Is it grape juice?
Ah! I don't think that's grape juice. Oh.
Yeah! What are you playing at? Have you forgotten who you're working for, you useless Eastern...
Eastern what? Amadan?
Amadan?
Useless Eastern Amadan?
I actually want to look that one up.
Stop doing that.
Final?
I'm gonna look this one on Final Says as this character continues.
I know, right?
Oh, sorry. I just got back from checking on the chicken.
There's a scene in a Dragon... Is it a Dragon Quest movie? A live-action movie? Where, like, a dude has a poison knife and is like...
Oh, that's a Dragon Quest parody thing.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
a Dragon Quest parody. Where, like, the dude has a knife and is talking about how one slice from his knife will poison you and you'll die. And then, like, after he attacks someone, he, like, does that lick thing with his knife and it's like, oh no, I've made a grave mistake. And just drops dead. It's like, wait, isn't that... Oh.
Well, can we
Nice.
stop watching Juror 3 lick this knife now?
No.
We're gonna,
Sorry.
We're gonna
Very
have another
tasty.
murder case here in a second.
This is carnage. It's Perfect.
Yeah, he's gonna take down everyone in this freaking court. Juror number 2 is the only one left.
Mr. Yanahono, the way you think this is going,
I know. If we can't find some new way to convince everyone of Mr. McGildett's innocence, the judge will rule and we'll have a loss. We'll
To
have
be honest
loss.
with you, dude's not looking very innocent.
I very much wanted to believe the words of one of London's most respected gentlemen. But those of us in service know we must accept hard truths.
Hold it!
Thanks, Dorothy. Oh.
No. Yes, the witness' last statement seems to have revealed a critical inconsistency in her story. However, if we consider the possibility that her statement is in fact the truth, it may shed an entirely new light on this whole new case. Or this case. This whole case.
What? I'm okay.
How many cases are we at? Hang on.
3.
3. Maybe 4 at this point. I don't know, but we're gonna have to stop here because, I think Ryunosuke is bluffing at this point, but sure, let's
See you
go with
guys in
that.
case 15.
Yes! We'll see you in the
Episode
next
5.
video.